Understanding concussions. A closer look at mild traumatic brain injury. Concussions. They sound scary, and for good reason. A concussion is a type of mild traumatic brain injury, or TBI. It happens when your head experiences a sudden jolt or impact. This can be from a fall, a car accident, or even a sports injury. Now, the brain is a delicate organ. It's cushioned by fluid inside your skull, but a strong enough force can make the brain hit the inside of the skull. This can disrupt normal brain function, leading to a concussion. Think of it like this. Imagine shaking a snow globe. The snow, representing your brain, gets disturbed and takes time to settle. Similarly, a concussion disrupts the brain's activity, affecting how you think and feel. Symptoms of a concussion can vary. You might experience headaches, dizziness, or confusion. Memory problems and difficulty concentrating are also common. It's crucial to take concussions seriously, as they can have lasting consequences. The brain under fire. How concussions disrupt normal function. Let's delve deeper into how concussions affect the brain. Imagine your brain as a vast network of interconnected roads. These roads are nerve cells, or neurons, transmitting electrical signals. A concussion is like a sudden earthquake disrupting this intricate network. It can damage the neurons and disrupt the smooth flow of signals. This disruption can affect various brain functions, leading to the symptoms we discussed. But the damage doesn't stop there. Concussions can also trigger the release of certain chemicals in the brain. These chemicals, while meant to help with healing, can sometimes cause further damage if they remain elevated for too long. Think of it like this. Imagine a small fire breaking out. The fire department, your body's natural defenses, rushes in to put out the flames. However, if the firefighters stay too long or use too much water, they might unintentionally cause water damage. The aftermath, concussions, and the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Now here's where things get really concerning. Research suggests that repeated concussions, or even a single severe one, can increase the risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases later in life. Neurodegenerative diseases are conditions that cause the brain to deteriorate over time. This deterioration affects movement, thinking, and behavior. Examples include Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE. The link between concussions and these diseases is still being studied, but the evidence is mounting. Scientists believe that the initial brain injury from a concussion can trigger a cascade of events that contribute to the development of these diseases. It's like a domino effect. One domino, the concussion, falls, triggering a chain reaction that eventually leads to the development of a neurodegenerative disease. Parkinson's disease, a primer on symptoms, causes, and progression. Let's focus on one particular neurodegenerative disease that has been linked to concussions: Parkinson's disease. This disease affects movement, often starting with tremors in the hands. Imagine trying to write your name, but your hand shakes uncontrollably. That's one of the early signs of Parkinson's. Other symptoms include stiffness, slow movements, and difficulty with balance. The exact causes of Parkinson's are still unknown, but we know it involves the loss of brain cells that produce dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical messenger that plays a crucial role in movement control. Think of dopamine as a lubricant for movement. As the brain produces less dopamine, movements become jerky and uncoordinated. It's like trying to ride a bicycle with rusty gears. Section 5. The concussion-Parkinson's link: unraveling the scientific evidence. Now, how does this all connect? Recent studies have shown a possible link between concussions and an increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease. One study found that people who had suffered a concussion were more likely to develop Parkinson's later in life compared to those who had never had a concussion. The risk was even higher for those who had experienced multiple concussions. Another study found that a protein linked to Parkinson's disease, called alpha-synuclein, was present in higher levels in the brains of people who had suffered concussions, even years after the injury. This suggests that concussions might trigger changes in the brain that contribute to the development of Parkinson's disease, even if the symptoms don't appear until much later. Section 6. Implications and future directions. The path forward for research and prevention. The link between concussions and neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's has significant implications. First, it highlights the importance of preventing concussions, especially in sports and other activities that carry a risk of head injury. Second, it underscores the need for further research to understand the mechanisms by which concussions contribute to these diseases. This knowledge could lead to the development of new treatments and interventions. We need to invest in research to find ways to detect these diseases early, slow their progression, and ultimately find a cure. Imagine a future where we can identify those at risk for Parkinson's due to concussions and provide them with preventive measures or early treatment options. That's the goal we should strive for. Section 7. Protecting your brain. Practical tips for concussion prevention. While we can't eliminate all risks, there are steps we can take to protect our brains and reduce the risk of concussions. Wear a helmet. This is crucial for activities like cycling, skiing, and contact sports. A helmet acts as a buffer, absorbing some of the impact in case of a fall or collision. Buckle up. Always wear your seatbelt when driving or riding in a vehicle. Seatbelts help to restrain your body in a crash, reducing the likelihood of head injury. Make your home safer. Remove tripping hazards, use non-slip mats in the bathroom, and ensure adequate lighting to prevent falls, especially for older adults. By taking these simple precautions, we can significantly reduce the risk of concussions and protect our brains from potential long-term consequences. Section 8. Conclusion. A call for awareness and action. Concussions are not just minor bumps on the head. They are brain injuries that can have lasting and potentially devastating consequences. The link between concussions and neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's is a wake-up call. We need to prioritize brain health, promote concussion awareness, and invest in research to understand and treat these debilitating diseases. By working together, we can protect our brains and ensure a healthier future for ourselves and generations to come. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the risks, we can make informed choices to protect ourselves and our loved ones.